Hey, I'm Patrick Higgins, and this is my mock, The Haunted Mansion. This is a replica of the ride at Walt Disney World and Disneyland, um, specifically the ballroom scene about halfway through the ride. It utilizes a old special effect called the Pepper's Ghost effect to make the minifigures appear transparent and ghostly. The actual figures are in this dark red box here, and then each of these gray panels has lights on it pointed at each of the figures to make them appear. So I can, when the lights go off, the ghosts disappear, and then when the lights go on, the ghosts reappear. It works better in total darkness.
No, that's still very cool, though. You can definitely see the effect at play.
So starting here, we've got, there's a dude sitting on top of the fireplace, and then there's the grandma sitting in her rocking chair. These three ghosts are coming out and going back in to their coffin there. Then there's the big dining table with all sorts of ghosts around it. Then there's the dance floor, two couples just spinning around, and then the organist playing his piano, or organ, I guess. I also included the Doom buggy that you ride in and put Mickey Mouse inside it, and he can roll all the way down. And the car rotates so you can, other parts of the ride, it rotates so you can see stuff all around.
This brick-built sign is also very impressive.
That was actually the first thing I made after the red wall. I didn't want just a red wall. So I added the Haunted Mansion logo. That's actually the font that's used on the ride as well. And it's used some studs not on top technique for the lettering, just to get the right shaping for each letter.
The carriage works very nicely as well.
Yes, this is like a little vignette I made of the queue line. Right as you're walking into the ride, this is there we go. It's supposed to look like it has an invisible horse or a ghost horse carrying a hearse. And it is parked right outside the entrance to the ride. Okay.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to take this off to kind of see some details inside.
There you go. You can kind of see more of the inside now.
This is what causes the reflection to put the minifigures into the empty room, is this large piece of glass here. So taking that off, now we can see some details inside, and I'll turn the motor off. The motors get really loud. So this is the dining table set with some food and a birthday cake, and these nice chair designs that I had come up with using the, I don't know what it's called, these round parts with the 4 prongs on it. Okay. Minifigures can't actually sit in them, but they don't have to because they appear on...
They're ghosts, so it doesn't matter.
So it doesn't matter. This is a cool carpet that I designed using some of those new dot pieces. Here's a closer look at the fireplace, and there's a marble bust on it. A little dead tree here in the corner using some of those older bush pieces. I'm really happy with this candelabra that I made. And this coffin here. We've got the wallpaper actually uses some more studs not on top with these tan plates and sand green plates. And I even threw in some white here and there to look like it's ripped because it's an old mansion that's haunted. There's this cool balcony, and I used some old brown and dark brown mixed in for the wooden planks. And there's some broken portions of the railing.
I like that. Those little details like that really add to the scene.
Yeah, and I wanted it to look, kind of fancy like a mansion, but also a little run down because there's a bunch of ghosts living in it. That's why some of these tiles that are put down are kind of crooked. They've just worn out over time. Then there's this one I'm really proud of, a little phonograph that I made. I thought it looked pretty cool.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, it's very recognizable.
Turn the little crank for the music. And then there's a couch and some more carpet. And then the organ with all of its golden pipes and 2 rows of keys and a little music note there.
What's happening up here in the top of the wall?
Oh, these are portraits. In the actual ride, there's another Pepper's Ghost effect above you where you ride through that causes the ghosts to pop out and shoot at each other like they were having a duel. I couldn't achieve that effect in this size because it would obstruct too much view of the inside, but I still wanted the portraits to be there, so they are just behind this snot portion of the wall. They have a little box that they sit in.
So did you know all along that you had to make space for that glass panel then, and that was going to be incorporated as part of the build?
Yes, I had to get the walls the right size and then measure it and get my glass custom cut, because without the glass, the effect doesn't work. So I knew from the get-go I needed the lighting and the glass for it to work.
And then what types of lights do you have going under here with these scenes?
These are LED lights I bought from, I think it's Arduino is the name of the company. And they were supposed to be programmed with a computer, but I'm not smart with computer stuff, so I got my electrical engineer grandfather, and we wired them together to run off of these little knobs that turn them on and off.
Gotcha. That works well.
It was a long process.
So does this whole thing travel? Looks like it's kind of on this raised platform?
Everything can split apart right down the middle. Actually, I probably should take that off first. Splits right down the middle. And that helps it travel a little easier. And I keep it on this board just to pick it up and set it down and stuff. So.
I imagine during the World of Lights last night, the dark hour, when they shut all the lights off in here, this build probably was in its prime element.
Yes, it was beautiful last night, and everything worked perfectly. It was a fantastic first run.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Do you have a lot of people coming up and recognizing this from Disney?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of kids saying, like, this is my favorite Disney ride. And, like, how did you figure out how to do this? Is this how they do it on the actual ride? And so it's been fun having conversations with people about that.
Well, great work. Both the effects with the lighting and the glass in there, and then even when you take that off, just this portion of the build looks amazing on its own. So it's really unique. I don't think I've ever really seen anyone incorporate the glass like that before. So keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thanks so much.